Hello everyone, welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. I am your guide, KOTOR Wilson. I will be taking you through this journey. As you remember from last time, we were talking with Handon and Rickard and the droid to find out information about what's going on here, see who actually shot the guy. But we found out something interesting about Rickard. I want to see if we can talk to him again about it.
So, what do you want?
You thought Calder was cheating on you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
Yeah, you can't deny it, but there was bad blood between you.
Right.
Okay. Was there anything we could add over here? You knew Calder better than you admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
That's interesting. Why would you do that?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
And that's all I've got for now.
Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Alright, and let's talk to you again. Something I can do to help. I want to discuss murder. We knew Rickard lied about the sun blinding him while he was shooting, but we need more to go on. Let's examine the relationship of each man with the victim. Handon said he barely knew the victim. On the other hand, Rickard and the victim were business partners. However, according to Rickard, they got along quite well on the surface. Neither man seems to have a motive for killing Calder. I think Handon is lying this time. See, he knew his wife was cheating on him. Well, that certainly is a motive for murder. The case is taking shape, however. You mustn't jump to any quick conclusions. Perhaps we should now focus on the murder weapon itself. You might want to see what information the witnesses and the information droid can provide you about the blaster found near the body. If there's anything else you need, I will remain here while you question the witness. Let's start over here. Tell me about the weapon.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, that's all he will tell me. How about I start with you now?
Be a further assistant.
What do you know about the weapon?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous calf hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Alright, that's it for now.
Of course.
And I want to talk to you.
So,
Why don't you tell me about the weapon?
that blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
Alright, that's all for now.
Right.
Talk to you
Is
again.
there any other...
Is there a report of Handon's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
Nope, that's what I need to know.
Very
And so let's talk to you again.
How can I be of further...
No, you don't have anything new to say. Back over here. So something I can help you do with this investigation. Discuss the murder. The blaster is Handon's. He lied about it being stolen. So we've caught him in a lie. Interesting, but I think we may need one final piece of the puzzle. There was a blood sample on the weapon that had been sent back for analysis just before you arrived. Perhaps you can inquire with the information droid about it. If there's anything else you need, I'm here, of course. Droid, tell me about the blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
I think that's it.
Very well.
How can I be a friend?
You've got nothing. I think you've got nothing more. Yeah.
Right.
So back over here. I want to discuss the murder with you again. I assume the blood on the weapon belongs to the victim, but I wanted to be thorough. What have you learned about the blood on the weapon? See, you see, it did not belong to the victim. You were completely wrong. This is surprising, so the blood must belong to one of the suspects, but which one? I believe it's Handon's blood. Why do you believe that? He is clutching his side. Handon has been moving oddly since I arrived. Perhaps we should examine it a little more closely.
Hey, what are you doing?
There is blood. Handon appears to have suffered some sort of blaster wound to his side. It would seem there is one logical scenario. Handon killed Calder for having an affair with his wife. Rickard was out hunting and accidentally shot Handon after he had killed Calder. No, they are both guilty, is the correct answer here, for those of you playing along with me. A bold conclusion one most people would not arrive at. But we are not like most people, we are Jedi. Still, I would like to know how you came to this conclusion. Calder was having an affair, but what possible motive could Rickard having? He was... he was also having an affair with Handon's wife. Rickard thought Calder was cheating him in business. Well done, both men had a reason to want Calder dead. This is my theory of this morning's events. Both men knew Calder would be out here this morning, and each plotted to kill him. Handon found him first and shot him because of the affair Calder was having with his wife. Shortly after, Rickard arrived on the scene. From a distance, he saw Handon and thought it was Calder, so he shot him in retaliation. For the credits Calder had cheated him out of in the business. Handon would have dropped his blaster, the one we found at the scene covered in blood. He probably thought Rickard was going to kill him, so he called us, hoping he could convince us it was Rickard.
Damn both of you.
That is enough. The culpability of both of you in murder and attempted murder of Calder Neddick is evident. Additionally, Rickard Lusoff can be charged with aggravated assault and attempted murder of Handon Gold. I place both of you under the arrest of the Jedi Order and will escort you to holding facilities in the Jedi Enclave. You have done well here. It is obvious you've been studying your lessons carefully. I'll be sure to inform the Jedi Council of your performance in this little test. And T3 is happy. Thanks, T3. Good day, and may the Force be with you. Little side quest there. I think I get some experience out of that. Not sure. 1,310, and a journal entry, which is probably just you completed the side quest. Alright, so it scooted us a little bit over, so now that that's done, let's fill in this map here and then continue on our way. On our merry Cathhound killing way. I've also decided I'm gonna, once I get off of Dantooine, go straight to a place where I can pick up a character who is very strong in the Force, and who will be able to help all of missions damage to be significantly increased. I think that will be my plan going forward. Of course, T3 is handy from time to time because of all of his awesome skill pointage. But of course, skill points are not the only thing. Alright, so we could go south of the Sandral Grounds, but that is not where we need to go at this point. We actually need to go back to the Jedi Enclave. But I'm going to do that by going Return to the Ebon Hawk. So by going into here, you notice here we're in the same map as the Jedi Enclave. That should allow us to, should allow us to transit back as soon as we're done. Now here's a guy, oh, his daughter was kidnapped by raiders. I'll keep my eye out for a girl. This guy, his daughter, that's a side quest that we're going to be doing later, hopefully. But his daughter got kidnapped by raiders, and we will need to find her at some point. Anyway, huh. There's Juhani. Can I talk to you?
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order.
Have you spoken to the Council?
I have spoken to the Council, and they have helped me see the truth. The truth about myself, and the truth of my actions. Quatra's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I was foolish to believe I could harm a master such as she with my clumsy efforts. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. Quatra wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see how easy it was to fall from the path of light.
So where is Quatra now?
After our last battle, Quatra had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, Quatra knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
Hey, I'm glad to see you're not getting hung up on all this. The past is in the past, you know?
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force, in the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
Yeah, that's excellent. Now, I just have to ask, Belaya, are you okay? You seem to be not so okay. Can I...
You have done a great thing. One of our own had strayed, but you have returned Juhani to the Order. For this, you deserve the highest praise.
But you keep walking back and... It's creepy. Anyway, let's head in here and talk to the masters. Doop-a-doo, ba-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Ba-doop-a-doo, ba-doop-a-doo.
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Or so they say. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of...
Oh, yeah, no, no. What does our journal say we're supposed to do? Council debates. It seems that redemption... It doesn't tell us. How about if we talk to this guy over here? He probably is the one we need to talk to.
You have done well, my pupil.
There we go!
The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side, as are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our order.
Success! So we are now a full-fledged member of the Jedi. I'm okay with this. I believe there is an event that triggers if we come over here. Maybe we have to talk to them now.
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
Alright, well, I will investigate the ruins right away.
Be sure to bring Bastila with you. There is a powerful link between you, and you will need to draw strength from each other during the trials ahead.
So now it forces me to have Bastila, and I will also take mission. Bastila is going to have some leveling up to do.
I demand justice. The Central family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
Excellent. I shall look into it at once.
If Shen Matale is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course, but the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time. Something which carries its own rewards.
Alright, so yes, we have the option to go side quest and work on that. Let me just skill up Bastila. Oh good, she has fear. Yeah, why don't you do that? That only affects you. But that's actually, no, I'm going to give you a heal. Okay. Bastila has really high dexterity, which we could continue to abuse in the way of giving her more defense. I guess we'll do that. But yeah, other than that, just doing that thing that we do.
I'm here.
Alright, so like I said, now if I go back to the map, I can hit the transit back because we're still in the zone with the Ebon Hawk. And it should take me directly to this out here where I came. Now you see, the first time through we came through on the eastern side of this zone, now we're on the western side of this zone. Gonna save the game real quick because I don't remember how difficult these guys are to fight. Or if they even want to fight.
You've been holding out on us again. You haven't given us enough money. I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please! Take my wife and children instead. Anything!
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
What kind of an awful person would be like, no, go kill my wife and children? I'm gonna concussion grenade you. How are we doing?
You cannot win.
We should probably go. So, what, Bastila? Why do you not have a lightsaber? Thank you.
Yes. Take that.
Silly Bastila. Alright. That was interesting. I don't know why they decided to fight that guy. Ooh, there's a data pad. And we actually picked up a data pad earlier. Let's see if we can find that in our inventory. Data pads, data pads, data pads. Here we go. Calo Nord's trophy kills. That's another one. You can pause the video if you want to watch that. Read about that. Just pause that video and you can read that. Jarg went missing in Sector B, then Riza saw someone moving south of there. Take a couple of troops and find out who it is. They look suspicious. Terminate. Jarg, do you remember not to take the XT model bike out today? There was something funny with one of the intakes, and I thought it could jam. Ha! Consider yourself lucky. If someone was dumb enough to take that thing out, he would have plowed right into the ground with within a kilometer. Okay. Does that mean we can Mess with one of the bikes? No, it does not. Anyway, if we come over this direction, you will see very shortly that we will come upon the house that one of the two families lives in. And while we're here, let's just take a moment to do some leveling up. What power do I want this time? I would like... that one. See what your skills are at. You have 1 repair, 5 computer. You know, that's fine. I don't really care about the repair skill. It's only useful in certain situations, certain rare situations. Then of course we can level up Bastila one more time, the dual weapon for her. And we'll go with that one because CC is fun. Alright. Hello, Mr. Droid.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council. I wish to speak to Alan Matale.
You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matale wishes to speak with you. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
Just walk over here.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrels as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
And why are you so certain the Sandrels are... Wow. That one!
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrels arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since. The injustices the Sandrels have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandrel droids trespassing on my land.
What were they doing here?
I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps? Destruction of my property? Maybe a simple spy mission? I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived. It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matale estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandrel clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
Alright, well, I'll go talk to him.
The only resolution possible is the immediate return of my son. Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrels. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
Well, the Jedi cannot be bought, and I will remain neutral despite your attempted bribe. Because that's dumb.
Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including raising the entire Sandrel estate. Until you find Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
So, he has issues. And I think that's all that I want to do in this zone. So, I need to book it back to the other place. Speed time, go! Alright, and now we're in this zone, so we can, of course, attempt to find out what's going on here. Here's a droid, let's talk to him.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come to you on behalf of the Jedi Council.
Council? If you are here because of Shen Matale's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Santos are not involved. This is nothing but a Matale witch hunt.
I must speak to Nurik.
Nurik left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Nurik will meet with you there.
Excellent. Thank you, droid. And in we go.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you wish to speak to me.
I'm here on behalf of the Jedi Council. I'm investigating the disappearance of Shen Matale.
I brought my family here to find peace and safety, not to be harassed and treated like common criminals. Your council has no authority here, and I respectfully ask you to leave this property at once.
Jedi are renowned for their fairness in pursuit of justice. There is nothing to fear from us, unless you have something to hide.
I trust you will show yourself out. If not, my security droids will be sure to deal with you.
Not that I'm worried about your security droids, but I'm not really worried about your security droids. I'll be honest.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
What? Do you know anything?
My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassis disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally.
Does this have anything to do with what happened to Shen?
My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly.
Alright, what has your father done?
You must understand that father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
Dude, hurry up and tell me.
Father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassis.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
No. Since Cassis went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassis. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance.
Alright, why are you telling me all this?
Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
Alright, I will go now.
Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
In true Star Wars fashion, we get an only hope speech. Alright, but that is where I'm going to end the episode, so if you've enjoyed this video and would like to see when I put out more, hit that subscribe button. That'll let you know, of course, when I put out more videos. For those of you that are subscribed, I will see you on the next video. Bye!